Training and Doctrine, the Commandant's Gambia Armed Forces Training School, the CI, the CO-1 Infantry Battalion, I don't know where it is represented, the CO Naval Command, the representative of the State Guard Battalion, the Turkish military advisor to the Gambia, the team of instructors from the Gambia Armed Forces Training School, the trainees that are totaling 149, the RSM, Gambia Armed Forces Training School, the members of the media fraternity here, ladies and gentlemen. I am Brigadier General Yaya Drammeh of the Republican National Guard. I stand here this morning on behalf of the Chief of Defense Staff, Gambia Armed Forces, Lieutenant General Mamat O.A. Cham, to address this distinguished gathering on this occasion of Internal Security Operation Training graduation ceremony. I do so not merely as representative fulfilling a ceremonial function, but as a messenger bearing a deliberate and purposeful statement of intent from the leadership of the Gambia Armed Forces, a statement that speaks to where we are as an institution, where we are going, and how the ceremony before us fits into a much larger and more ambitious vision for the future of the Gambia Armed Forces. The Chief of Defense Staff would have loved to be here, but due to other engagement, he is equally delivering other important matters elsewhere, so he's not present here. He has asked me to extend his heartfelt congratulations to you, the graduating students. The CDS has identified the continuous and structured professional development of its personnel as one of the three foundational pillars upon which the modernization and operational effectiveness of this institution, that is the Gambia Armed Forces, was built on. This is not a directive only that exists on paper alone. It's a commitment being translated into action at every level of training for the armed forces. And the conclusion of this internal security operation, therefore, is for us to celebrate in one more, is a concrete expression of our commitment, in doing this kind of training, so that it will be delivered well. The Chief of Defense Staff, this is obtained from the Chief of Defense Staff Training Directive. It has been captured that the era of deploying troops into complex operational environment with adequate preparation is necessary. The security landscape of this sub-region, and indeed the continent, has evolved dramatically. The nature of threats has changed. The expectation placed upon soldiers operating in internal security contexts have considerably changed. Therefore, there will be a scrutiny from the international community. The civil society, the members of the press, it has intensified all the time. But I urge you, if you want to know more about it, we cannot be press, neither can we be civil society. They can never be soldiers or the other way around. So to get more read on it, you can check a book that is online about how to govern the security sector. But we will do our best. So we are always under scrutiny. Therefore, the Gambia Armed Forces cannot afford and will not accept a force that is under-trained, legally uninformed, or professionally under-prepared in such an evolving environment. The Gambia Armed Forces has drawn a firm line on this matter, as unit and sub-unit leaders must act always in good judgment, so they are trained for that. Consequently, the motion has been set for a comprehensive and long-term training and professional development program that will govern how, as an institution, we would operate at all ranks, at all levels. So this framework is based on clear intention that I'm here to share with you today. First, the Gambia Armed Forces has institutionalized structured training cycles that will ensure no soldier goes through an extended period of service without refresher training, without professional development. We always are engaged in professional development. So skills advancement program relevant to their role and rank. The division is a training culture in which continuous learning is the norm, not an exception, and in which every officer and soldier can expect to be developed, challenged, and equipped throughout the course of their career. Secondly, the content of all operational training programs is reviewed and updated regularly to reflect the evolving nature of internal and external security. Development international law, lessons learned from operations, and best practices drawn from our regional and international partners. It is for this reason that the curriculum of this course includes public management order, treatment of captured persons, patrolling, first aid, post-traumatic stress disorder, cordon operations. These subjects reflect the kind of comprehensive training that we undertook, which is relevant to internal security operations. They are legally grounded training content that the Gambia Armed Forces incorporate to standardize training of this nature. Thirdly, it is to strengthen cooperations with other agencies. We cannot do it alone. It's the whole of society's approach, okay? Including that of regional bodies. We look at documents that they try to tell us we should follow, and we are following that. Our international partners and allied armed forces in the area of training and professional development. The Gambia Armed Forces does not operate in isolation. We are members of several organizations. Among these is ECOWAS, AU, UN missions. We are bound by international legal obligations that demand a standard of professionalism that is recognized and respected beyond our borders. So we are actively pursuing bilateral and multilateral training always, and making this arrangement so that it will ensure that we will do, our duties very clearly and objectively. On a broader perspective, we always look towards making those higher standards. And we want to bring those lessons back to strengthen these institutions, that is the Gambia Armed Forces. To the graduating students, I want you to understand that this achievement, what does it mean personally? We are not simply instruments of current operational needs, but professionals whose long-term development is a strategic investment. The training you have received in these 2 weeks is not the end of what this institution intends to give you. It is a continuum of a sustained commitment to your growth as soldiers and as leaders and as ambassadors of the Gambia Armed Forces. You are therefore expected to continue on learning, even if you live here. You will be given opportunities to do so, and you will be held to the standards that those opportunities produce. What you've learned here, don't forget it. When you are carrying out your duties, always remember them. They shall serve as a guideline on what to do and what not to do. The knowledge you have gained in this course in managing public order without excess, in treating every person in your custody with dignity, in conducting patrols with discipline, and having situational awareness, in rendering first aid under pressure, in understanding and managing the psychological weight of doing service to country. So therefore, we should ensure that we protect civilians as a matter of both law and conscience. And in applying the principles of international humanitarian law in every operational context. This is how we should carry out our duties. You do not have the luxury of returning to your units and setting what you've learned here aside. Transfer the knowledge to others. Share the knowledge to others. You are expected to live it, to share it with those around you, and to hold each other accountable to it. To the commandant and instructors, the High Command sees your work not as a standalone program, but as an essential link in the chain of institutional transformation. We are grateful for your professionalism, dedication, and the standard you have maintained in delivering this and many other courses. Your role in the professional development of this strategic institution will grow in importance, and you will be supported accordingly. To the members of the press and in attendance, as you witnessed today, we have trained them, we've legally informed them, and we have professionally developed the soldiers graduating from this course that covers human rights, civilian protection, and international humanitarian law. These efforts are deliberate output of the Gambia Armed Forces High Command that is serious about transparency, accountability, and rule of law. We once again invite you to celebrate with us this important achievement as we continue to build an armed forces that the people of the Gambia can be genuinely proud of. In closing, congratulations to the personnel of Internal Security Operation Course 02-2025 of the Gambia Armed Forces. You have earned your moment. Now go and deliver. The truth is,